So you very roughly understood some geopolitical, very sad reality of this country. And next topic, how come? Under that goddamn situation, how these people maintain sovereign state with a rich historical heritage. Again, as I mentioned, we got the 5,000 years recorded history. So if I classify very roughly, we can say prehistory period, BC 2000, and the three kingdom period, we say 삼국 시대. 삼국 means three kingdom, 고구려, 백제, 신라. Please forgive me, I have to skip this part, but I got too many material. And the dynastic period and Korean Empire, and during that time we got the colonial period from 1910 to 1945. 1945 is the year World War II broke. And after that, we classified as a modern period of this country. If I say first one, after the ending World War II, Korean Peninsula is divided by South and North, starting from 1945 to 1948. Around 3 years was really chaotic state in this country. And after a couple of years later, by the incitement of Russia, Stalin, we got a very unfortunate Korean War for 3 years. And in northern part, still all people being very bad situation with North Korean dictatorship until present. And South Korea, fortunately, as I mentioned, we maintain our sovereign state. So 1945 to 48 is a very chaotic state of this country under the provisional government. The reason is that after the World War II, Japan defeat, until then we were a Japanese colonial state. The US and USSR, recently we say Russia, but before USSR, divided the small Korean peninsula at the 38th parallel line, initiating a trusteeship for South and North. So North Korea trusteeship by Russia and South Korea by United States. And on the state, UN supervised election we made in South Korea only. And even though we are trying to maintain our democratic country, in case of North Korea by the dictator Kim Il-sung, DPRK is a Democratic People's Republic of Korea. And in South Korea, fortunately, we got a new liberal democratic government by the people's election. So our first president is Dr. Lee Seung-man. I will briefly mention about this man. And maybe our student from Eastern European country may know this guy named Mr. Stalin. Yeah? Maybe especially student from Poland or Hungary, they really hate this name. Anyway, under Japanese rule for 36 years, the North Korean region by the Japan rather industrialized, while the southern part of Korea remained agricultural. So until 1970, the North Korean GNP per capita is very higher than South Korea until the late 1970s. I was born in 1952. 1970 is rather recent, but until then, North Korea was a rich country. North Korea backed by Stalin USSR, of course, and invaded South Korea by the join of Mao Zedong in Chinese dictatorship. Korea anyway survived through the devastating war, and largely due to thanks of United States and United Nations. As I mentioned, I was born in around the end of Korean War. According to statistics, by the Stalin backup and instigation of Mao Zedong, there was a war invasion from north to south. By a couple of years, total number of civilians dead and missing around 1.6 million. At the time, whole Korean Peninsula population around 25 million. And the military killed and missing reached around 1.4 million, and military wounded around 2.8. In total, around 6 million dead or wounded in a poor state. That is the Korean War. Maybe after the World War II, most tragic war experienced by the globe will be the Korean War. This country was really devastated. I think you guys already visit this country, already become, we got a rather rich country, but you cannot find this kind of picture at all, only except Google or Naver. So, for example, the year when I was born, 1952, can you see some of the picture? So, I want to say maybe, I don't know, I tried to find my picture, but I couldn't find, but maybe I look like this kind of or something. So, I want to say if we forget past, there is no future. That is a very strong spirit my generation got through the war. South Korea, despite that kind of tragedy, we rebuilding after the tragic Korean War. South Korea rose from post-war ruins to prominence in 80 years, thanks to good governance. Fortunately, while Northern Korea governed by dictator Kim Il-sung, we got many liberal democratic presidents. So our governance was very first-rate, and democracy, hard work, and education. Its success is due to the early strong political leadership and public commitment.